And away from that, two Kenyans are missing 6 years after they went to Somalia to work on fixing petrol stations for a Kenyan Somali businessman and a politician as well. George Macharia, an engineer, alongside his cousin, were allegedly abducted by a rival businessman, demanding an unverified amount of ransom. The families of the two missing men say that uncertainty on whether their kin are alive is a nightmare they have to live with for the past 6 years. Elfas Lagat has more.
When the two cousins sharing the same name, George Macharia, left for Mogadishu in 2014, their families knew it was only a matter of time before they came back. Differentiated by their surnames as Mburu and Njoki, the two were contracted to set up petrol stations in Mogadishu, which at the time was sprouting from decades-long civil strife. But shortly, they were kidnapped, and 6 years later, their kin are yet to locate them.
Well, he was due to come back around the 14th of January, and he didn't. He spoke to my father the previous night, and he told my father that he's finished his work and he was now due to fly back home the following day. So he didn't do that. So at around 7 in the evening, I get a call from my uncle who says that Georgie and Masha have been kidnapped.
The two had worked as freelance engineers, and it is when they met the businessman who offered them a deal. According to their families, the abductors initially asked for huge amounts of money for their release.
The last born doesn't know the father, knows that the father went to work. The firstborn knows. The second-born also doesn't know. The second-born son also doesn't know. We try and shelter them and shield them as much as we can. We don't want anything. We just want our children, our loved ones back home with us.
Wanjiku Mburu, who has been vocal of their predicament as a family, has repeatedly met different officials from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Somalia Embassy Kenya, and the Ministry of Interior, hoping for help to bring back her brother and cousin.
We've had brokers. We have paid about 400,000 shillings to brokers in the first year. See, now you are going through panic, you're going through heartache, you're going through all these things, these motions. There's no one to hold your hand. And what they are selling, what these people are selling is hope.
The families of the two now hope their cries can be heard and efforts made by government to trace them. But for now, theirs seems not to be a happy new year as the search for their kin enters another year. It is 6 years and counting. George Macharia is missing alongside his cousin. Now the family has made numerous attempts to try bring them back home. And now they are making an appeal to the president to intervene and bring George Macharia home and the cousin. Elfas Lagat, Citizen TV, Rongai.